A warm welcome back to the news at 10. The Ogun State government has reacquired over 2,000 hectares of forest reserve through enhancement tree planting in various jungle districts in the state. In a symbolic forest regeneration campaign carried out by the state's Commissioner for Forestry, Mr. Adebayo Fari, at the Jungle 6 zone of Omo Forest, over 5,000 trees from the nursery have been planted across different jungle zones in the state. Our correspondent Henry Ogunjimi reports.
Forest regeneration involves clearing some portions in the forest and planting new trees from the nursery to grow along with existing ones. With the potential of generating over ₦1 billion annually from forestry, the Ogun State government is working in collaboration with locals to monitor illegal felling of trees across the forest belt in the state. Enriched forestry is one of the main agendas of the present administration of Senator Ibikunle Amosun. Prior to this administration, forest depletion and illegal felling of trees have been going on without monitoring. This has reduced the sizes of trees being felled and sold illegally by locals.
About 2 weeks ago, the timber contractors wrote an application to our office, requesting that we increase the number of trees to about 45 that will make one load. That will tell you that the gap keeps on decreasing because, they have to be in business. So as soon as it becomes mature, they just want to cut it. So and if you look at it, the gestation period of these things, some 10, some 15, some 20, nobody is ready to wait for that long now.
The locals who are happy to be involved in this fight by the state government are appreciative to government for allowing them cultivate their food crops in the reserved forest while keeping watch over the trees.
In fact, in this area, we are very, very happy with our governor. In those days, our former governor had been driving the farmers away from the farm, that they don't want them to exist in the Omo Reserve again. But immediately the governor comes in, we went to him, appealed to him that most of our farmers, they were living on farming, no other job done, because we are resided in reserve here. So you have to appeal to us that we should now start doing the planting for the government, because the government have the policy that all these trees must exist.
With this forest regeneration effort of government, the enriched forestry and projected revenue from this sector will be attained in no distant time. Henry Ogunjimi, Channels Television News.
From there, the Director General, Directorate of Technical Aid Corps, DTAC, Dr. Pius Oshikomi, says that many countries that had declined participation in that scheme are now renewing their agreement with Nigeria to continue their enlistment on the program. Nigeria will be sending volunteers to provide technical assistance to Brazil, Venezuela, and Vietnam. According to him, the Technical Aid Corps scheme, which is now operational in many of the ACP countries, has continued to grow both in scope and size, and that the TAC recipient countries such as Vanuatu, Fiji Islands, Trinidad and Tobago, and the Commonwealth of Dominica, as well as St. Kitts and Nevis, that have earlier declined participation in the scheme, are all renewing their agreement. Dr. Oshikomi adds that the scheme served as an enduring technical assistance scheme, which identified the use of large pool of trained manpower available in Nigeria to enhance the socio-economic development of benefiting countries.
Welcome to Business News. I am Deshawa Josh. The Nigerian economy is projected to remain strong, driven largely by increased growth in agriculture, trade and services, while activities in the oil sector are projected to recover in 2014. This is contained in the 2013 Financial Stability Report of the Central Bank of Nigeria. According to the Apex Bank, although inflation is projected to decline, the 2015 electioneering activities could pose some threat. In Nigeria, real GDP growth was estimated at 6.7% in 2013, compared to 6.6% in 2012. In advanced economies, inflation decreased in 2013 owing to declining commodity prices caused by improved supply and reduced demand from major consuming nations such as China. Also, headline inflation reduced to 8% at the end of December 2013 from 8.4% at the end of June of the same year. Meanwhile, the Central Bank of Nigeria has released an updated list of 2,493 BDC operators that have complied with its new requirements as at July the 31st. On August the 15th, the financial market regulator released a list comprising 2,442 BDC operators in the country. As part of the new requirement, all BDCs must recapitalize to the tune of 35 million naira. The CBN does not allow multiple ownership. Also, application fee costs 100,000 naira, licensing fee costs 1 million naira, while annual renewal fee costs 250,000 naira. And finally, on Business News Tonight, a turnover of 3.28 billion shares worth 52.8 billion naira in 25,592 deals were traded this week by investors on the floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange. This is in contrast to a total of 1.342 billion shares valued at 16.086 billion naira traded last week. The NSE All-Share Index and market capitalization depreciated by 0.89% to close on Friday at 41,160.62 and 13.591 trillion naira, respectively. 28 equities appreciated in prices during the week, the same with 28 equities of the preceding week, and this was led by Premier Breweries with 1 naira 9 kobo. Meanwhile, 54 equities appreciated in prices higher than 44 equities of the preceding week. Vono Products, Cornerstone Insurance, and Cadbury were the top losers. And that's Business News Tonight. The news at 10 continues in a moment.
Next on the news at 10, medical charity Doctors Without Borders say that Sierra Leone's proposed countrywide lockdown will not help control an Ebola outbreak. That's on the foreign scene. Please stay with us.